welcome to our third live stream. I guess technically it's the second one, but anyways, we want to beat Chapter 9 of the Elimination campaign now.
Yes, so last time we stopped here, actually here, but I reorganized it a bit. And yeah, do we want to go over it shortly to summarize what we did so far?
Yes, I think that's a good idea. Where do we start? Do we start with the special shotgun code or with all the counters?
Yeah, I think the first thing we actually did is we introduced some shotguns to Storm. That was previously all assaults only. And they have different attack module. So you can see it here, they obviously don't shoot long range. And we also add this little module over here to flee from walls when we are close from borders. So if we are at short range, we take ourselves A, and then we move to all force fields until we are at long range. So yeah, that's this. And our shotguns have also a module to tag enemies that are alone and untag them if they're not alone anymore, and then they're just targeting this and move to the enemies that are alone. And the other thing we did was the step counter thing. Do you want to explain it, Azura?
I can try. So basically, we realized that our bots can't always go to medium range because that's too aggressive many times, and we wanted some condition to make them attack earlier, even if they are still at long range. And we didn't always wanted to do this with some special exceptions, conditions, but we wanted it to be more general, so that we start attacking after a certain time or after we reached a certain danger threat level to enemies. And therefore the basic idea is that we the counter and we increment this counter by the number of enemies that are not out of range of us every time we move. So this counter goes directly before the movement section. And what this does is that it basically it's a very basic approximation of the threat level of the enemy. So if there are many enemies, we will start attacking sooner, and if there are few enemies, we will be more risky. We will move further towards the enemy.
Yes.
And then we have those conditions, like if the counter is greater than 10, so if you moved a few steps, we will attack weak enemies to focus fire on them, and we will target enemy snipers that are dangerous. And if our counter is greater than 30, then we will start to attack just the closest enemy that's not out of range.
Yes.
There is no real trick behind those two numbers, and I think we are gonna change them today.
Yes, probably we're gonna change this, or we focus on the retreat module, which is still very small. Let's see.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
Over here, the counter is resetted. And yeah, so basically the counter 2 is multiplied by the enemies each tick we are moving. So it adds them up.
Exactly. And what's interesting to know is that when we will reset the counter, and we will always reset the counter if we are fleeing from an enemy, because then we think that we have reached a safe position and we are very far away from the enemies. So the reason that's the reason we move again forward. And also if we just push an enemy out of range, then we think that it's safe to reset the counter.
Yes. So actually, if we are just so while you are moving towards an enemy, multiple things can happen so that you don't move anymore. One thing would be that you start attacking, and the other would be that you retreat. And if you retreat, then the counter is set to 0. But if you just start attacking enemy or you just push away an enemy, then the counter is set to, this is not quite resetted, but it's like reset to 1 tick of movement. So it's a little bit reset. So because we think after you retreated, you are in a safer position than if you just start attacking.
Yes, exactly.
And we also have this team tag B myself. It's just for debugging sales, so we see when this is triggered, but it doesn't do any actual purpose.
Okay, that's great. I think we can start with chapter 9 now, and
Yes.
let's just see what happens.
I'm just going to duplicate it, and chapter 9, here we go. So let's do this skin. This looks nice. And Storm 4. Okay.
Let's see. All our bots are moving towards one enemy again. It's interesting, so we are grouping very hard.
Yes.
And I think we are pushing back the enemy snipers, so that looks good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because always I think the enemy snipers are the most dangerous threat, so we want to focus the fire on them.
Yeah, it looks good. The enemy is not pushing enough, I think.
Yes, exactly. I think those 2 assault bots there at the top, they are too passive.
Yes.
They would have to push harder.
Yes. So it looks we are just about to do our first kill here. And yes, I should do this. Awesome.
Exactly. And if we have 4 bots lead, then it's really important what the position looks like. Even if our bots are very close to the arena borders, we will just run over the enemy now.
Yes, so I think I can just fast forward because we already won, and I did not see any big mistake. Did you?
No, I didn't see any mistake either.
Great. So
If
really,
I may, I'd like to see again as soon as the 2 snipers were dead,
okay.
because I saw the shotguns retreating way too early. I'd like to see again what happened there.
Okay. So right
So
here.
there, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, okay, yes. Our shotguns are still not aggressive enough in some cases.
let's see.
And if you want to fix it, we could use this counter that ZMXL suggested during the last stream.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah. Right.
What happened there?
exactly. That's
That's
another bug.
That's a good spot. Let me.
Do you want to explain it, or should I explain?
You can explain if you know what happened exactly. I don't.
So basically, our shotguns got too close to the arena borders, and they thought they would be in danger now, and therefore they retreated and moved to the center of the field again. And maybe we should change the order of those priorities so that we make chasing lone enemies is more important that avoiding the borders.
Maybe what you want is that they are being attacked or something? Because right now, if I read it correctly, they just identify the border as soon as they get close, being there a threat or no. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. So we could use some conditions like we only tag A ourselves if we are at short range from a border and attacked by an enemy. But I'm not really sure about some other situations where our bots are pushing towards a lonely enemy that's in the corner, and then they just ignore the borders if they are moving toward an enemy at the border. So I have mixed feeling about changing this.
But maybe at the very least, only identify the border as tag myself A. If they were attacked at some point, that would be I would change, because if they approach the border and they are not attacked at all ever, it shouldn't be a threat, right?
I think the problem is right here, not that we moved away, but the problem is that we are not attacking. So
maybe
we would. So
I don't know.
maybe if they are well, you cannot do that. But if they are attacking an enemy without shield,
I don't know. I think our shotguns are doing the right thing there, because they detected it's a lonely enemy, and that they can rush to short range to kill it more quickly. I think that's not a problem.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I actually think if we would switch the order, it would just do fine, wouldn't it? I mean, I faced this exact problem in my main AI, and I think I solved this bug with just the Storm node. I say if I'm well in the lead here, Storm node would be like plus, I don't know, 5 or something. Then I don't move to all force fields.
Yes, we could do that.
that would be a condition like if allies are more than the enemies, ignore the wall.
Yes, this is the smart node, yes.
So, but I'm not sure again, because I have faced some situations where our whole team, even the assault bots, would go toward one enemy that's at short range from an arena borders, and the rest of the team basically coming from the center of the field and pushing our assault bots to the borders and killing them. And our assault bots would just ignore the border then, because they think they are stronger. And I'm not sure about this.
I think the simplest way is just on that tree that you are focused right now, on the first node, only tag A yourself if you are attacked.
Yes, I think that's a good fix.
The thing is that would only fix it as soon as you get attacked, you identify the border as a threat. But if you're not attacked at all, you don't.
Yes, I think that's very smart. With those conditions, we will not always detect that we are at short range from arena borders.
Okay. Now I understand what you mean. Okay.
Exactly, I would put it like that.
Okay.
And I think it's always good practice to put all your tagging action at the front of the AI, because it doesn't take any time, and I think it's good to get.
So you basically now identify that you are at the wall, but you do not do anything about it unless you were already gonna do anything about it, correct?
Yes, but the thing Azura was saying is,
yes,
there might be a threat, and we just move away from this threat, but are still close to the wall, just because now the enemy is not attacking ourselves, it is still threatening us because it just attacked us.
Yeah, okay, I think I understand it, yes.
Okay.
Let's see how it changes.
Yes. I forgot the time.
Now, if everything goes according to what it should go, the shotgun should not run from that last enemy.
Exactly.
Exactly. Or maybe even if another enemy is approaching, then it would run from.
Well, maybe at least one of the shotguns won't flee.
This looks good.
Yes.
Nice.
And the assaults are still realizing that they are in danger and that they should move to the center.
Great.
Okay, so that's a clean win now.
Yes, even better. Cool. Good spot.
To be honest, I wouldn't personally move the shotgun so close in that situation, but I guess that's a strategic choice, not.
Yes, exactly. So I agree. If the enemy is one shot from medium range, we could just shoot it instead of moving to it. But I think that's a rare edge case. So
Yeah, and you probably need a lot of nodes to make that more efficient, to be honest.
But also, if this is a lone sniper, for example, that is not close to the wall, we could also rush even closer than too short to finish it without retreating.
Yeah, but that really depends on a lot on the situation.
Yes, exactly. So I think...
And you're gonna probably need a bigger condition tree than the whole current AI to identify those correctly. So.
Yes, exactly. We were still kind of doing a low node challenge.
Let's see how far that goes. So what I would like to focus on this episode especially is actually our retreat model. So we see we got some health damage right here. So
yeah, but that's overly simplistic.
I take this amount of health damage serious actually. So.
But I think this is still fine if we take 2 sniper shots. Our swords have to be risky enough.
This is okay. It was kind of close. So you see that the sniper was right on the edge when it shot.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So I would say it's bad luck here.
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than our too bad. It's just that the enemy sniper pushes very good and knows how much it should go forward. And I guess we could fix this problem by making Storm a little bit less aggressive and adapting our 2 counters that we will start attacking earlier and will be moving less. But on the other side, this will also affect our aggression. And I think I like our aggression right now.
I agree.
Maybe what can be done about the sniper shot is fleeing instead of requiring the assault to be attacked by 2 people or being below the 50%. If the sniper targets you, you should probably run at 75 already.
Yes, that's correct. Or just prioritize it in some way at least. I think the problem is we are still threatening snipers or even shotguns at long range the same.
Yes, exactly.
So we could make it a bit more precise. Here actually is a good example where it might be good to move to the alley. Let's see.
Yes, let's see how it works.
But I think it will... Do we have a... No, we don't have anything like this.
No, we don't have any grouping movement right now.
Okay.
So we definitely want to make some grouping movement, you're right. And we are kinda in the border right now, in a bad position.
Yes.
Yeah, but the shotguns are still threatening quite a lot.
Still, this is not a leading position. And I think since we have much health left, actually, you can think about retreating later.
See?
I'm not that sure health is that useful as an aggro measure, because it's very simple that, I mean, you will take damage too early and you're not gonna pump out too much more.
And we are still winning this.
There were our bots killing one MG because to be honest, the group on the left was putting a lot of pressure even if they are surrounded, and they were pretty much breaking the fan a lot of the time.
Exactly, and I think that we can improve our retreat, but it's not about making it retreat less or more, but just with different conditions.
Yes.
Like I can, but I think that the general time spent retreating and moving is actually fine, I guess.
Yep, I agree. So maybe retreat a bit later, even if shield is below 50%, but if like only one assault or shotgun at long is attacking, but retreat a bit early if two snipers are attacking, or I don't know, one sniper and some
To be honest, the first change I'd add for this is for assaults, not for shotguns. I don't really work shotguns too much. But if the assault is below 75, you should probably run from a lonely sniper, because if it hits, it's gonna cause HP damage.
Exactly.
And you don't really want that.
And actually, I have something very similar implemented in my main AI, and I would like to share it. It's 9 nodes instead of 4.
Yes.
But it does exactly that what we are talking about.
Right.
Yeah, basically, I can already tell you something, because it's not very much difference. Basically, you make a note that if we are attacked by at least 3 enemies, we will always retreat.
Makes sense.
We could create this note while I am struggling to make a screenshot.
You can also add if one enemy sniper is attacking and we are at 75 shield.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure about that.
I like it actually. Wait, I'll show you the screenshot. It's uploaded. Here you go.
I'm bad at remembering stuff like this. So 3, 2, this one goes here, this one over here, this one like this, something like
The conditions are a straight up upgrade, but the choice between fleeing from guys within medium or only from everyone, that can change a lot the behavior.
Nah,
Did I copy it correct?
Very, almost. I had
Let me check.
the sniper. I removed the range condition of the sniper node because I had some awkward situation where the bot was below 75% shield, but above 50% shield, and the sniper was attacking it, and the sniper continued to shoot at the bot retreating, and the bot just wiggled around the edge of long range and out of range. And
yeah, normally you get shot.
I thought, yeah, this weight node should solve that, but okay.
Exactly, but the wait node wasn't activated because the sniper was detected as being
I see
out
what you
of
mean.
range.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay. So,
So technically, you could exploit this missing range filter if you are an enemy sniper and will continue to attack us if we are out of range, and we will still retreat. But I think that's wasted time for the enemy. So I think this is still better.
Question about the idle node, though. Isn't it better than idling, just attacking whatever?
Oh, that's the same discussion we had all over in with Jill Baraka sometime. Basically, it's just different. We can't really decide which is better, because if you start attacking an enemy, you will maybe trigger the node to keep attacking enemy instead of moving forward. So it's basically a choice. If you if you're not careful, you will mess up your attack conditions.
Yes.
And therefore, I personally I prefer this idle node, because it doesn't affect any other of our attack part.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, I see the reason, but to be honest, if that happened, what I'd focus on was on curating where the sustained nodes should trigger and shouldn't. But yeah, I see your point.
Yeah, basically it's the discussion if we should attack with an assault bot that's at the corner to out of range, or if we should move forward again. And basically it's a personal choice. You could do both, and it will both work out.
It's a connector, PEW.
Yeah, probably better, but I also think that this is important.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe not this connection.
Actually, I'm not really sure we need this node, because if there are two or more enemies attacking us, we will retreat. But I think if there is only one enemy attacking us at medium range, we should not instantly retreat.
Yeah, but this is if there are at least two, or maybe
one of them is a high threat.
Yeah.
Yeah, what that means is, I mean, I don't care if I'm being attacked by two, unless one of them is a sniper, which hits hard, of course, or one of them is close, which also hits hard.
Yes, I think you're right. This makes sense, but I'm always careful about those range conditions, because if we use this range condition of medium range, our bot could move from medium range to long range and then step in again. So I really like to be careful with those ranges.
But we are in the same boat as before. It will.
Yes, but
idle.
If we add the shield condition, it should not wiggle around forever.
I think it could still wiggle. No, it won't wiggle forever. But I prefer the AI to attack at enemies at medium range instead of retreating from them, to be honest.
Yeah, but right here, someone is attacking you at medium and someone is at long. If you keep attacking the one at medium, you're going down. I think. If the one at medium is stronger than you, maybe like this, status, something like this. I don't know.
Yes, I think
higher than you.
Would be much better.
Like something like this.
Okay. I think this node is better. It makes the AI better. But I think it's very rare that this node will do anything.
It's not really rare. It's not really rare. Because if you fight against some all-assault team, for example, or someone with an aggressive shotgun, this happens a lot of times. They push into medium, and you have to see this as a serious threat.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
but
it's
then
it's
again,
really important. It's same as sniper. Medium enemy is as dangerous as a sniper from long range.
Yeah, I do have notes like that on my main eye too, because if you keep those firing at you unchecked, they destroy your team.
Yeah.
yes, I kind of understand what you mean, and yes, we can use that if you want to, but then I guess we could also remove the condition where that our shield has to be lower than 75%.
I don't have that.
Okay. Maybe
And
this is
yes, to check this, we could always team tag ourselves. Okay, another debugging code.
yes. Okay. Now we are improving our AI without having to. I just skipped to level 3. Last level wasn't a clean victory, but still a victory, so...
Hey, it was a 1-0. You didn't die. You didn't lose any
Yeah.
bot.
Okay,
we
we
took...
we definitely had a problem there with the enemy shotgun.
Yeah.
This was
happened?
See
definitely
this?
something.
Oh, this is a bug.
That says shotgun at short. The shotgun got to short and hit you at short once.
Yes, that's
Yes.
we can't let this happen.
So the problem was...
And I think this
The problem is that you're thinking, hey, is it stronger than me? But it is not. It's equal.
yes, exactly. It's equal, exactly.
So that's why I do not have the trigger of...
But again, if we
wait. Maybe you want percentage if instead of absolute value?
yes, that works better now.
Yes. Also, I think it wasn't triggered because of the self-attacking, but... Yeah.
Okay, so we fixed that. Great. But I would also think that in a different node would have triggered without our team TeknoAXE just a little bit later. So basically, if the shotgun would have made one shot, then we would have been below 75% shield, and we would have also retreated. This
Right,
is
but
why
it's
I think that it's not that important, but of course it's a small improvement.
so here would
And I think,
something like moving to alley really handy.
yes, exactly. So we need some grouping code, I guess.
Yes. Let's see. Should we start this now? The grouping code?
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
Because I don't think we can win this match anymore.
Right.
I think we could make a very careful grouping node, just like the border handling. Maybe like if we are at long range or out of range from an alley, then we will tag ourselves B, and then we move to the alleys until we are at short range.
And would you move to the alley instead of pushing forwards or instead of retreating?
I would move to the alley instead of pushing, so instead of moving to an enemy. Because if we are already retreating from enemy, then it's already too late. If we are an assault bot, we really want to stick to the group. And if we are in shotgun, we might not want to be grouping this hard. So
Exactly.
we might only do this for assault bots.
But didn't I apply it? I actually like this condition that is not shot from arena borders.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
TeknoAXE is probably even better. Yeah, not TeknoAXE.
not TeknoAXE, exactly.
Yeah. So let's see how
And
this...
one thing I would still like to optimize for those slow nodes, but it's just a choice.
I think that assault is gonna be damned anyways. The other bots are just abandoning him to his devices.
Okay.
Yeah, but it tried to. It tried to move to an alley.
Yes.
It's just that the enemy is smart enough to chase down the spot.
Yeah, that shotgun looks really aggressive.
But I think our assault bot is doing the best that it can.
Yeah, I don't think it can do much better. It loses a lot of time of those two bots before dying.
I mean,
Kinda,
it tried to escape.
one thing that it could have done is, in this situation, if it's getting medium to the arena borders, it could, instead of retreating, also sometimes go to an alley, or not every tick, but like every third tick or something. So it would go in some kind of a curve. I think that's what NHF does. Yeah.
I think in this position, our assault bot is already dead. So I don't think that we need to code anything for those positions, because
I agree with the Sura there. That bot is doomed.
Hold on. Let me just try one thing. Bots myself. Team take D.
Okay.
Current action. Fleeing from enemy. Yep. Position from arena borders. Yep. Action move. Yeah, what's better? To the alley, I guess. Yeah.
Probably.
Move to alley, but closest status. Let me just try this. So wiggle around.
Yeah.
Okay.
So my prediction is that our assault bot won't survive anyways.
Yes, most likely. But let's see what it does. So now this should happen. Okay. Yeah, and it dies. Anyways, right.
Yeah, because it stops retreating in a way, so it stays longer at a closer range, stays more time at a closer range to the enemies, and thus it dies much faster.
Exactly. So
yes.
I think I understand what you're trying to do, but I think it's not improving the AI. It just makes our bots dive even faster.
Yeah, because the thing is, look at which bot he's moving towards. That's the problem. If it moved to the other group, it might not be as bad.
No.
But currently, moving towards that bot in the middle is a very bad move.
I think it's a good strategy, Joe. If you're a shotgun, then you can do this, possibly. And I'm pretty sure that this is what NHF's shotgun is doing. Maybe not every second tick.
No, I do not think that's the behavior you want there.
I think we don't even have to discuss this position, because I think our assault bot is dead there, no matter what we do. So I would much rather like to prevent this position from happening.
Okay.
Yeah. Or if it happens, make the bot survive as long as possible, but without major tweaks.
But I think that's already surviving as long as possible if it's dead. I think
I think it is surviving quite a long time, because until it actually hits the wall, it's not dying. And it's forcing both the sniper and the shotgun to chase for a lot of time before killing him. And that's time that the other bots are in a 7 versus 6.
Okay, so,
yes,
so you're suggesting that. So you're suggesting that we gambit the spot, that we make an assault gambit to have an advantage over the bots at the top team.
Yeah, I think that's not worth it.
I think that's an interesting idea, but I don't think it's worth it here.
Yeah.
I'm not suggesting we do that, but the thing is, if you're being forced into the gambit, then just make the most of it.
I think
Yeah, but
what's
again,
yes.
I would like to avoid the gambit at all.
I think the only thing we could have do is to move to alley instead of attacking, maybe.
Exactly. That's what I was about to suggest.
Yeah. So
Because
if we're
not
like,
at this point, but if you go like another 10 seconds back, oh okay, then not.
we can
I would.
even put it
I
like
mean, to be
here.
honest, after the bot is already alone, I mean, after it's been abandoned already, I think it's doing well.
Yes, exactly. But I think
Okay.
this is what you want. Yes, exactly. This is what I wanted to change. But again, you don't need this condition if there's an alley at short range. You can just make another filter. We have to keep it low node.
Oh, I see.
Again, it's doing the
Not
same
close.
thing.
Yeah.
That's
There you
exactly what
go.
I was talking about. Thank you.
It was basically just changing the two nodes into one, right?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. It didn't change anything really, but I just like it more now. More
Well,
elegant.
yeah, usually, yeah. I do not do that on the retrieve module in my AI. I do that on the rest of the modules.
So, but here we have to really be sure that position there, if you tag D is that it's that bad.
See, but it's trying to group earlier now, I think.
Yeah.
And I think
That's
it's
nice.
doing the perfect right thing right now.
Yes,
It's
you're
retreating
right.
from enemies and it's moving towards
Yeah.
allies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
and now
nice.
it does the curve that you wanted, but it does it much before it's too late.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, you still lose because we are scissored.
Yeah, what happened there?
I don't know. Let's see. Let's see.
Yeah, that assault took too much health damage, I think.
We
And now the
die.
second one, what happens there?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We have been attacked from two different sides. And
That's,
that was really unfortunate.
That's
Yeah, can you
kind of.
rewind? Can you rewind to a bit earlier before the first assault gets damaged so heavily?
I think this is
So,
the time or what?
so I think the
What time do you-
problem is that we are not pushing enough. If we pushed more, then
Exactly.
yeah, would be better. Maybe we are retreating too early. Because like here we are 5 versus 4.
No,
We
but the
should.
shotgun didn't arrive yet. Now it's 5.
Okay.
Okay, pause there for a second. Okay, so what I saw there is that the shotgun is fleeing from the group on the top, but by
The shotgun?
doing so, no, the other shotgun. That second shotgun ran away from the top group, but just got basically in the firing zone of the second one. I mean, by fleeing too far from the group on the north, it went way too close to the group of the south. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I think that's not something we can really
Yeah.
change that much
Yes.
about it.
I think that the problem is.
We are kind of discussing some problems again where our bots are in a bad position and how we should handle those. But I'd much rather like to avoid those situations.
Exactly.
point.
And I think also one of the problems why we didn't push enough is that we decided to move over here. And because
Yes,
of this Azura moving node. I think this is actually a map we lost because of our moving strategy.
Maybe maybe have a filter there. Well, maybe change that so it's 2 nodes, one with a filter of within range.
Yeah,
So if there is a weakest, if there is one weak within range, move towards that before going to the other edge of the arena towards the global lowest
I'm not
spot.
sure about this because usually I like all the bots to move toward one enemy, and most times it's worth it to abandon your enemy team that's close to you and ignore it and run to the weakest spot. Just in this specific case, it doesn't work.
We still do have the problem of that assault taking way too much damage, though. What can we do about that?
Yeah, it's
Exactly,
kind of the position.
That's the most interesting question.
This is
How can
because we let the enemy push too far. We were not aggressive enough. It can't retreat earlier or better. It's just because
But
it gets slithered. They get too close.
But where is the bot moving right now?
What I thought, I think the problem is actually the node you criticized from the very beginning. I saw that this assault bot was retreating from the enemy shotgun that's very down left. So it was actually moving up for a short time. Maybe it would be much better if we deleted this node.
You mean this node?
Yes, exactly. You can watch on slow motion or...
Yeah, but it on slow-mo.
You mean...
Exactly, right now. Right now we are fleeing in the direction of and we are going up right. And that's
you're basically...
where we want to go.
You're fleeing from the shotgun and only the shotgun, while you're being attacked by the shotgun, 2 assaults, and the sniper.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes, this is not the...
Yeah.
But again, I don't think it's actually the fault of this node.
Exactly.
It's just that the enemy shotgun was very smart to attack us from this angle. I think we shouldn't have allowed the enemy shotgun to be in this position.
Yes, but without the node, we survived.
Okay, so it was the node indeed.
Maybe it was just a coincidence.
I still see one assault with a really low HP, so what happened there?
No,
and the shotgun is about to die.
Survived.
I think it's still normal.
I think it's okay now.
Yeah, but we still lost a lot of HP on 3 bots very early.
Yes, I agree, but that's just because there were 4 enemies down there, and we were basically retreating and not fighting against them.
Yes.
So again, I think this is more of a macro strategy type bot than really having micro strategy.
There goes the first kill.
And
okay, I think
if you are a micro player, of course you want to avoid any health damage basically. But because of our macro strategy, we are fine with losing some health, I guess.
Yeah, I agree. And the health we also lost was because of this scissored position. And of course, we have to see how we can be more aggressive. And but I wouldn't focus on this map right here, on this problem, and just go on to the next chapter and try to face even better bots, and then we can do better analysis.
And actually, I like the fact that all our bots realize that they are pushed into the arena borders, and now they are not moving to the enemy sniper anymore, but moving a little bit away from the arena borders. I really like this behavior.
Yes,
They all
that's
realize
good.
they are in a bad position.
Yeah, again, we are in a bad position, but we have...
But they are handling it really well because it's been nearly 2 minutes and they still got nearly the same hit points as they had 2 minutes ago.
Exactly, yes. So
They are
I think...
holding their ground very well. They are, admittedly, they are 8 versus 7, but they are in a very bad position in 8 versus 7 because they are all clumped together. They are all nearly on the wall, and they are against a fan of enemies. So I
Yes,
think they are
exactly.
doing very well.
So I agree, and this is why I think that the retreat is actually fine. It's just that we sometimes end up in bad position, and therefore we lose some health. So
But the bot doesn't
think
die, which is the
exactly.
important thing, because a bot at 1 hit point does exactly the same damage as a bot at full hit points.
Oh, that's close.
Yeah, it gets really close, but I think our retreat is good enough to defend for 17
Oh
seconds.
boy.
I hope
I
so.
also would like to add some low health mode.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but we don't need to, actually.
Yeah, this time we get away really, really close, but in positions like this, I don't know where it was. Some bots got really low on shield when they barely have any health left. Is not good strategy.
So
Those
basically
should
you want our bots to be more careful if they have less health.
exactly. For example, like this, the counter is 30, or for example, they have low health.
Okay.
Something like this.
But then again, if I don't like the idea that our bots will be more passive if they have low health, because I like that our bots are using a similar behavior and that they are still trying their best to win. Because I think it can happen that your bots get low health, and they should still act the same way than others.
No,
I can see one problem.
I'm not too sure about this. I think if they are really low on health, like below 25%, they should be more careful. Because it's okay if you have full health to take some risk, to take some health damage, but later you really have to be careful.
Yeah, but think of it this way. If all your bots are low on health and all of them start behaving more defensively, you're putting less pressure on the enemy. If you put less pressure on the enemy, they are gonna do more damage to you. So instead of holding out barely,
Yes, I see what you mean.
Damage.
I see what you mean, but I think there are a lot of cases where just being a little bit less aggressive is better than the risk of losing one bot. And because if you lose one bot, you are a lot less aggressive as well. I think low health mode is important.
I'm not
So
sure it's an improvement or not. I think that depends a lot on the rest of the strategy too.
And I think we can do this, but only if we have found this example once.
Okay.
But I don't actually want to fix it before we encounter the problem.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Then let's do the next level. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
How big is the AI currently?
I think just below 50 nodes, maybe 46.
Yes, exactly. About 50 nodes or something below.
That's pretty good for being in Chapter 9.
Yes, and also we are only using assaults and shotguns. This is also awesome. I also like our approach with our step counter, which is a really different approach than the smart node. And
I would disagree. This is not a step counter. This is more like a threat counter that we kind of estimate how strong the enemy is, but it's not really a step counter. Because if you say if you name it step counter, people expect a fully polished system.
A measure of distance to bots or something.
Exactly. Because
Okay, but what it really does
step
is,
counter,
yeah, but
That what
the question is, should we push or should we attack? And we attack once a certain distance is traveled, and that the distance is depending on the threat, but still we are limiting it because of a distance. And this is a big difference to smart, that is limiting this on the enemies, the amount of enemies. Yes.
By the way, we do not have any health pack nodes currently, right?
Right.
no, but we don't need to if we don't die.
Exactly.
No,
Also, I would like to add a shot clock at some point.
maybe adding a health node with a low priority, like if I'm at close range of a health pack and I'm low and I'm not close to enemies, just pick up the pack.
Yeah, we
Yes,
can
we
definitely
can do
add this. Sure.
Just that I think if we want to improve our AI as fast as possible, then we shouldn't take too much time focusing on those health pack nodes. Okay, now exactly when I'm about to say this, we have this example, so we should grab a health pack. Okay, forget
Exactly.
everything I said.
But I would also like to look what happened here actually.
I mean, I do not treat the health nodes as very important, but I do have in my eye like a very, very low priority node, as in, well, if you're low and have the pack basically right there, I mean, lose a couple of seconds picking it up.
Okay, what happened there? Why did the sniper?
Yeah, I didn't notice what happened either.
Yeah,
Can you put it in a slow-mo?
Yes, you have to show us in slow motion.
So here we are already retreating, but it's always
I
late. I think the problem is that we moved too much forward, maybe. So
I don't think so. I think this position is still okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I think. Okay.
Now
Do we
that's a little
really?
bit easier, but
Yeah. Right.
that was just 2 steps or something like that. That were only 2 steps. So I think we have to look what happened here in the retreat.
Okay, now we are
Just
already
use
starting
the slow
to retreat with full
But
health.
what is happening us?
So what's happening is that I guess 2 enemies are attacking us, and one of them is a sniper.
Yeah, but I do not see which 2 enemies, because I do see the line of the sniper, but which one is the other one?
I
don't
can't
know,
tell really.
But I trust our code.
It's this machine gun and this sniper. No. Wait, this was the enemy that's dying, right? So it was this assault.
Okay, so it's the farthest assault, and it's the shotgun. The sniper on the top.
Yeah,
Yeah, the sniper on the top, and the assault in the border of the.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's those 2, and you're retreating. Okay, that's expected. That should happen.
Yes,
Yeah.
it should happen. Okay, let's just watch in slow motion.
Yeah.
Let's just watch this whole retreat in slow motion.
That's maybe not good.
Maybe a step by step. Because slow-mo is going to cut it.
So we are still attacked by a sniper, and we move forwards. This is a problem. I think we should never even considering moving if we are attacked by a sniper.
But again, I don't like the idea that if there's only one enemy sniper attacking us, that we never move forward. I think that's too careful.
Actually, I don't understand why we are not retreating here. We are still attacked by the sniper.
You are retreating.
Maybe.
You are wiggling. You are wiggling. I think.
Exactly. The assault bot just started attacking again.
See, it retreats again.
Because this triggers out of range. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was very close, but I think that's not a problem. That's just
that's good behavior. I think.
Exactly. I think this is not a problem. Please let's just watch the whole retreat on slow motion.
Okay, we are retreating.
First step by step, to be honest. There goes the sniper shot. That was the sniper shot.
Yes.
And you took the sniper shot fully to the shield, which is intended. What happens after that?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
But
yeah. I think I see what happened there. After you are hit by the sniper and you are at low shield, everything else focus fire on you.
Yeah, of course. And then we also move forward for some reason, which I
No, I
don't
don't think
understand.
we move forward at any point.
Did we move forward? I don't think so.
I don't think so either. The thing is that the enemy was very smart there. I do something similar, which is, hey, if the sniper is about to hit the shot, everyone hit whatever is gonna take the sniper shot because it's gonna be low.
Yeah.
And that's a very smart move by the enemy.
So okay, here it moves forward, but it's out of range from everything.
Yeah, but this is the thing I tell people about. You not only care about what is attacking you right now, but about what could attack you at any given moment.
Sure.
Because it might not be attacking you now, but it can turn to you at any point. And if at that point you are too close, you're gonna die.
So yeah, that's a general problem with assaults that I have, because if you analyze it really, you can't push this far. What did we do wrong? Nothing. Just randomly, all of them decided to attack us at the same time.
Yeah, but
and then we
Well,
nearly
not
died.
randomly. I mean, you.
I think again we should just continue watching because that is just a nice little trick by the enemy, and I don't think that we can avoid this very well.
Yeah,
I mean, you can, but not with a low amount of nodes. I think the right choice there is not avoiding that, but getting the health back as in, hey, I got hit by everything, I'm low on health, but I'm still alive, and I got a health back just by me.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can add the health node. And
this is exactly the point on which that low priority health pack node comes in handy. As in,
yes, exactly.
I don't really have anything better to do, but the health pack is right there.
Yes, exactly. So those are those exceptions that we can't always avoid if we want to still be aggressive.
No. That's too far. I only consider the health pack if it's at short and very rarely at medium.
Okay, and exactly. This is also what I use, that it's at long range or out of range of an enemy.
Also, I think it's important to this is what I like to do.
That you're already approaching?
Yeah. Because stuff can change. Also, maybe you can do stuff like this. Actually, position from yeah.
Maybe
I think we don't have to do this actually. I think this is.
No. The distance from closest ally is a problem because if the ally moves, you can get stranded.
Yeah, but the problem is something like this. When we move to, if we move to a health pack, it can happen that we get tagged D. Like here.
Yes. So you could use the continue moving to health pack node before the. So exactly, I would.
So you put a very low. You put a very low priority on start moving towards it. But if you're already moving towards it, you should pick it up.
Yes. That's exactly what you just did. So I think this is very good.
Okay.
This doesn't take the health packs if they are not already relatively safe, but it will continue to get them.
Exactly.
So let's see what happens there.
So we have to
So,
move
and-
forward
and-
to 3 minutes anyways. Oh, they spawned earlier. Oh, also
Yeah,
one
you're
thing
not
that I
low
would
health.
like to add, actually, is this current actions of my allies not approached by an ally.
Okay.
if
Yeah.
you want to.
First comes, first serves.
Exactly. And to be honest, I get the feeling that I have to, that I have to credit Lord Felix too in the next video, because
That's right.
we're doing a 3-person commentary right now.
That's true.
I mean, you're now doing the retreat code. I do happen to have some solid retreat code, so I can help there.
Yes,
And
yes.
in fact, this is
Yeah,
what carried me to, I don't know, 1.4k or 1.5k. My main
that's
eye is,
perfectly fine.
is more than half the retreat module, and it's literally what carried me up in the ranks.
Yes. Yes.
I think the interesting about Lord Felix elimination AI is that you move very little. I'm always scared when I
Exactly.
face you because you're really passive, yeah. Yes. Yeah, looks like a draw. So is our retreat on point? Or can we improve something there? Exactly. Yes. Yeah, this is a tie. Not really. So, I have an idea. This might be a bit cheating, but just for testing purposes. Okay. Yeah, probably. Okay. Less aggressive. Yes. Damn. So but you can see that my low health mode is working. This is not a coincidence. Okay. Maybe we just have to use snipers at this point. Yeah, but actually it looked a bit better health-wise. Position is similar. Okay, yeah. Exactly. Yeah, now we have more bots, so we should push better. I'm just gonna fast forward because this is probably one. And yep, clean one. We have, but look at this, good health on every bot. Yeah. I love this game. So, yeah, the good thing about shotguns is that we shot clocks is now we always keep attacking, even though if at this position it would be better to push. We are not even considering pushing, as you can see. But if we completed our shot cycle, we could re-evaluate the situation. Sure, if at some point we just notice we have to push more, like exactly here, what's happening? We're not pushing enough, probably. Right. Just gonna fast forward. Maybe it will work at 26. Oh boy, I see memes coming up for this shit. Okay, sorry. Did I move? I think it was the auto camera. No, look at this. Enemy bot. I know you won't like this. I don't like to move into the knife. So yeah, yes. The thing is, now we are pushing less likely, but with a shot clock we can push more likely again. So we are pushing less likely in dangerous situation, but then we push more likely in situations it's safe to push. Isn't like here? And yeah, same for the shotgun, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, right. That's exactly the point. To push more often. It worked. Yeah, you can also copy my new shot clock I made today and yesterday. No? Because I ran out of counters. But that's some micro problems. Okay. I also ran out of tags, of course. I ran out of everything, basically, also of nodes and time spending developing and stuff like that. So one thing that I would like to add actually is that we prefer to attack the same enemy that we were attacking. I'm not sure that it's a good idea, or maybe that we are attacking, or we can do this actually in one node, or attacked by an ally. So it's a bit more focused fire. Attacked by me, attacked by ally. Okay. Yeah. Let's see this. We're getting close to 2 hours now, so yeah, the stream has to end. Exactly. And now we're getting slithered. Would be dangerous. You mean this team? Yeah, this would be good. Yeah. Oh, maybe we will now. It's gonna die. It's gonna die. It's gonna die. Yeah. Actually, we are doing well here. We have a pretty bad situation. Also, there's one enemy more and we are still not losing much ground. But still gonna lose, of course. We're not losing health, but they also not. Maybe we should be more aggressive again. Easy. Never mind. Never mind. We broke through. Okay. Okay. So I think this basically is... Yeah, that's no problem. It's, I mean, if some enemy decides to use a force field in elimination, I'll always be okay. It's your problem then, I guess. Good luck moving away. Yeah. We might sacrifice 2 bots, but we're gonna win eventually. Yeah. So what I think, yeah, and I think what we should improve for next time or look at next time could be, to get this shot clock and these conditions a bit better integrated to each other.
Thank you for watching.